Hi, back for day 2 of 7 lives in 7 days. So I'm going to continue with the album art that I started yesterday on Facebook Live, and I continued it on Instagram for a little while, and I got kind of pretty far with it, so I'm doing a daisy on top of my record, my vinyl. I'm going to tilt the camera down so that you can see what's going on down here. And I hope that I'll be able to read the comments. I might not be able to see them, but I'm going to try. You're not going to see my face. You're just going to see me working. Let me put the light on a little bit. Make it a little brighter in here. Oh, that's a little too bright, maybe. Let's see. All right. I think this is pretty good. Say hi when you come popping in. So I'm just going to continue to work on my blue daisy. I decided to go with blue. Make it a little bit more whimsical. I'm going to continue working with the brown I was using on it, if I can find it. Have everything here, and then I always seem like I can't find the color I want to use. I should have pulled it out beforehand. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened to it. I just gotta spin this around and see what's going on here. I might have to use a different brown because I can't seem to find it. That's all right. I'll use a lighter brown and I'll add a little bit of black to it. Actually, I'm going to use burnt sienna. And I'm going to use a little black with it, just to darken it. Let's see. All right, let's get to it. Fine tip brush. Just make sure you always wet it first. And always, when you're working with acrylics, I need my spritzer. Wet your acrylics down because they dry really quickly. Hey Karen, how are you? How was your day? Did you make a lot of money? I wish lots of money on you, Karen. Did you sell any records? Oh, I gotta, tomorrow I have to actually go into work, Karen, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able, I'm gonna try to sneak in and pop in on you and Kelly. I'm just gonna continue to outline my daisy here. I'll water it down just a little bit so I can bring some of it down in here. And blend it a little bit. Oh, you're driving home. Karen, be careful if you're driving. See, if we were on the phone, I could talk to you while you were driving. And as anybody coming in, popping in, say hi, so I know you're there. And give me a shout, give me your name, where you're from, where you're watching from. All right. So I'm gonna work on this a little bit on Facebook, and then I'm gonna continue working on it on Instagram. I think I'm just gonna roll right over to Instagram. And then I'm gonna have to stop because I think my son came up here looking for food before and I hadn't finished cooking. He wanted to eat what I had already prepared, but I said, we don't have all the stuff, so you gotta wait. Teenage boys, that's all they want to do is eat. So I'm using acrylic Liquitex right now. I'm just giving a little bit of depth to this flower. And I'll probably go in with a few lighter colors afterward. Let me give it a little bit more pigment on here. Swooping the brown up. I was saying it yesterday that I didn't know if the brown was going to work, but I think it does. It's working with this. And there's going to be so many layers on here anyway. If I don't like it, I'll just paint over it. Keep slapping paint on until you like it. How's the weather down there in Florida today? It was somewhat sunny here for a little while. Kept coming in and out. The sun. There we go. Work on getting these layers on. Working one petal at a time. So I went in with a thinner brush for this, so it has a little bit of a point to it. It's a little bit, it's not really fine, but it's thin enough for the size of what I'm working on. And it's a flowy brush. I don't know how else to describe it. It just kind of, it glides. It's very bendy. So it's not a real stiff brush. So that I can sort of wisp the paint down the petal. Let me define that just a little bit more. I might even go in a little darker with the black for the front petal. Or the front petals. It's going to give it a little bit more depth. Just blending in. Might have put a little bit too much black. That's all right. I'm just gonna blend it in toward the center of the flower. Oh, you're making all the lights, Karen. Oh, goodness gracious. Yes, only, oh, yeah, don't type unless you're at a light. I don't need you getting pulled over, getting a ticket for this, for typing to me. Spray a little bit. I'm gonna get a little bit of water on there. Blend in the flower, the petals of the flower. Let's see, yeah, can see. There's not a whole lot of people on here, Karen. I wonder if everybody's eating dinner. Maybe this isn't such a great time. I hope it's not me. Real thin. Sometimes when I'm concentrating, I get real quiet. I apologize. Lift that a little bit. Water. Water. Pull that down to blend it. I gotta text you later, Karen. I want to ask you a question. I'm not gonna ask you now, though. I just don't want to forget. That's why I'm saying it now. Just dipping back into my black. I should have just did the outside petals for right now, but you know what's all right. I'm going to do each petal as I go. Get really in there, get the line straight. And then just right up toward the rim, right under the edge. And pull it down after I dipped back into the water. Starting to come together. Hi, Melinda, how are you? You just got home? Boy, everybody, Karen's driving home now. Everybody got out of work late. Were you doing OT? I don't do OT at my job. Well, it's not considered OT. I stay there for hours on end, but let me fix that. Well, it's still wet, you can kind of, and I'm pushing it in toward the flower because I'm going to go over it anyway. little bit more black. Melinda, I know you suggested yellow yesterday. I'm going to go in with yellow too. I didn't get there yet. I didn't get to the yellow yet. OLG stuff. Yeah. I have a steady hand here with this. All right, now I'm gonna go into the water. Let me go into a little bit of water. Let me clean some of the brush off. When you're doing this, you don't want to wait too long to get to drag down, because then your paint will dry. The thicker line around the rim will dry too fast. Can you see it? It's coming along, right? It's coming along. I'm gonna do the main flowers first. I went in brown and now I'm going in with black. In case anybody was wondering or just joined, or you're catching it on the replay. So I started with blue, went in with a brown, a burnt umber. I'm sorry, not burnt umber, raw umber. And then I thought to myself it wasn't quite dark as I wanted it. So I decided to pull in a little black on top of the brown. But it's working nicely together, so the brown and the black. Clean my brush just a little bit. Get some of, wet my brush, and then drag the edges toward the center of the flower. I'm going back in with a little bit of black. I think I put too much water. Hold on. See that? I just dragged a little too much black. It's okay. Just go over it with water. Pull it down. Thanks, Melinda. It means a lot. I'm trying. I'm challenging myself, because I always say, okay, I'm going to go live, and then I don't. And tomorrow, I don't know when I'm going to be able, because I have to work tomorrow, and I have a school meeting for my son, so now I'm not sure what time I'm going to be able to. If I do, I might just pop on for a few minutes. Maybe catch everybody before they go to bed. But I will do it. I will do it. Not bad, right? You're not working? Oh, you're not working OT tomorrow. Yeah, I know, but you go to bed early, Melinda. Don't stay up on my account for sure. So any suggestions where I should go with this next color-wise? I think I'm going to add some yellow in, like Melinda had said. I'm thinking, should it be a bright yellow or would it be more of a, like a mustardy yellow? What do you think? Thank you, Karen. Oh, you're home? Thank God. Thank God. Everybody's safe and sound. Everybody's safe and sound. Snug as a bug. Let's see. Keep layering. We'll keep layering. Layering my black. And my brown. Pull. Funny, I am using quite a bit of black in here. Some more water. Mustardy? Yeah, it makes sense, but not too dark. All right. Mustardy. I think I have one that's already a premix color that's kind of mustardy and not too dark. Let's see, hang on. I have it. Oh, maybe, actually, I don't know if you can see. You mean like more like a bright mustard or a brown mustard? Spicy Gouldens or French's yellow mustard? Huh, Melinda? I know there's a delay. Oh, I just screwed up that part. That's all right. Do it again. You like that? Okay. Okay, then I will use it. I will use it. I'm trying to do the edges fast so that the paint doesn't dry before I've had a chance to pull the black down. Some of these acrylic paints, they really dry fast. I'll go over it like a million times anyway. Let me see, maybe what I'll do is I will start with the mustard color now, because this is dry over here. I'll let that dry. Oh, I never went in over here. That's all right, I'll do it. Oh, you know what? I already got the black out and the brown. I better do it now. I'll do it now. Let me put that down. Put And then pull it down. I'll add a little yellow here, and then I'm gonna slip onto Instagram and see what's going on over there. Hold on, drag too much of it. I almost put my brush in my coffee. And I have done that. I have. Let me see, maybe, let me use a different brush for the yellow. I'm gonna use a more flat tip brush. Or a flat round. All right, here we go with the yellow. Let me wet the brush first. You can wipe off your excess. Let's see what's gonna happen with the yellow. Let me just lightly drag it. Ooh, I like it. I like it, Melinda. Good call. Although now it's on top of the black, so it is looking a little dark. I can go in later. I will go in later. Actually, it's good to start with this one, because then I'll go in later with the lighter yellow. See? So when you keep adding colors, it just adds more an illusion of texture and depth to the painting. So I'm just brushing it lightly across. Okay. Let me dip it again. Don't want it too wet. It's almost dry as I'm doing it, so it's not so fluid as I'm putting it on. And it's like a dry brush almost. What do you think? Yeah, yeah. It's starting to pop out now, right? Sometimes you think you just add colors that you normally wouldn't see together. And it makes something so beautiful. Let's see. Just a light brush. You can pull up a little bit more paint onto your brush, and that'll also make it lighter, or the paint to appear lighter. And just drag it down. It's almost like doodling. Just keep going. Like everybody sits down, right? They doodle at their desk. It's kind of like what it is. But with paint. All right. That didn't quite dry yet. Let me just pull up some yellow, like the background ones. I don't want to go over that one. That one's still wet. Now I'm more dry brushing over it. So when the brush is almost dry and you dip your paint in it and then you wipe the excess off and you just sort of drag it across, just pull up, gives it that effect. This guy's not dry yet completely. I'm going to rub it with my finger and dry it. I just don't want the yellow paint to blend with the black. But, yep, I think I'm all right. I think it's dry enough that it won't. All right. So, I think I'm going to pop off here and then I'm going to continue on Instagram, and my Instagram is the same name, Bluebird Relics. And if you can or you have time, pop on over there. And I'm just going to keep going a little while longer on this flower. All right, thanks for joining. Thanks, bye.